Yeah, good morning one and all. This is Ramavat Mohan. Welcome to KANISHKA IAS. So we'll be discussing about the UPSC mains answer writing. So write smart, think deeply, score high. Write smart, think deeply and score high. So the blueprint of a high scoring answer has to go in a IBC manner, or we can simply say that it is IBC formula, right? So what is IBC? We'll be discussing. I stands for introduction, B for body and C for conclusion. So we discuss about the blueprint. Every successful answer follows a simple and powerful structure. I'll repeat. Every successful answer follows a particular structure, right? And it will be like in a simple manner in the formula called as IBC formula. So we'll be discussing in detail about what is this IBC formula. So coming to the first point, that is your introduction. Nothing but we call it as your opening move. So it creates an impression. It creates an impression about your knowledge or how you start, and it gives a first feeling of your answer writing. So we can simply say that it is a crispy 2 to 3 line opening that directly addresses the question. So what it does is, its job is to tell the examiner, I have understood exactly what you are asking. Got my point? So you are telling the examiner, or that you are telling directly to the examiner that I understood the demand of the question. Okay, so the introduction itself gives that clarity, or simply we can say it gives a sign. Okay, it gives a positive sign that you clearly understood the demand of the question. So you start with a definition, or you can start with some relevant fact or a data point, or you can add some story or an anecdote. That should be only limited to 2 to 3 lines. So the opening, that is the introduction, has to follow this, which should be eye-catching for the examiner who corrects your answer sheet. So that statement sets a context. So your introduction statement, whatever it may be, that creates a good impression about to the examiner when he corrects your answer sheet. So coming to the second part, that is your body. Okay. So the body is nothing but, as a human body, like your heart operates the entire body, right? So similarly, the body is nothing but the body of your answer is the heart of your answer writing skills. So this is where your score. So this is where you score higher marks, okay, in the examination. So you need to break down your answer in different dimensions. What are those dimensions? The dimensions should be in a social, economic, political and environmental. Okay. Based on the demand of the question, you can bring some data, facts or some statistics, or you can draw some diagrams or flowcharts, etc. to it should be eye-catching. It should be eye-catching. Okay. Eye-catching for the examiner whomsoever corrects your answer sheet. And you need to use subheadings and bullet points. Okay, you need to use subheadings and bullet points while you write your answer. So make your answer well organized. So your answers had to be well organized. Along with that, they had to be very easy to understand or easy to read. Okay, and it covers all the parts of the question. So the body, when it has to focus like 70-75% of your answer will be here. Okay. And coming to the conclusion, that is final part of your answer, will be your closing argument. Okay. The conclusion concludes or summarizes your answer finally. So this will be again a 2 to 3 line summary, okay, which provides closure. That means you are ending that answer, and a great conclusion will always have to be in a positive manner and forward looking. Okay, you can't write negative points over there in the conclusion. So always remember that your great conclusion had to follow the positive way or forward looking manner, which gives a good impression to the examiner. And you need to suggest a way forward, like how we can go for a particular situation based on the demand of the question. Okay, and it had to be a balanced perspective, and you need to end it with a powerful solution oriented ideas or thoughts. Okay, so that is how you go for the like IBC formula which scores more, and in detail we'll go. Simply we can conclude that in the introduction part what you are doing is the purpose will be you are setting the context and show that you understood the question, right? And what is the approach is you need, like how you are approaching that, you provide some definition, you just substantiate with some data facts, okay, along with that the contextual, like what is the context of the particular question in demand. And coming to the body, you address the core demand and score marks, and you project your answer in a multi-dimensional way, like bullet points, headings, subheadings, examples, diagrams, okay, flow charts, okay, so all those things. And conclusion, we will provide closure and show a balanced view. A concise summary will add like a positive points, along with that some forward-looking solutions, a way forward for your answer based on the demand of the question. So that's it about. So further moving to understanding the 7-5-3 rule for UPSC answer writing. So in the previous session what we discussed is we just briefly discussed it. So here we will be discussing in deeper, okay, much deeper compared to the previous one. So here mastering the IBC formula is non-negotiable. Toppers often operationalize with these 7-5-3 rule. So what is this 7-5-3 rule? So 7-5-3 rule is nothing but, the first point is that you need to dedicate 7 minutes per answer. Okay, whatever question is there, for that particular question while you are answering, you need to dedicate or devote 7 minutes per answer. That is per question, per each question while you are writing the answer, you need to dedicate 7 minutes. So how you are doing that? You are including the thinking and writing time. So don't think that this is the only answer writing means with the writing part. Here what you have to focus is you are dedicating that time whatever is there for thinking as well as writing. Okay, so whatever time you are dedicating, so that you have to do it entire thing, the thinking and writing part had to happen, okay, within that 7 minutes, within this strict time limit. So first thing is 1 minute you can read the question and understand the question. First you read the question plus understand the question within a minute, and 4 to 5 minutes what you can do is you write the answer, you write for that, and 1 minute will be the review or improve. That means you can add some points like value addition and all those things. So this is the like distribution of the 7 minutes, like how you go for the better answer. And the 7-5-3, the 5 key points have to be mentioned in the body part. Okay, so your body consists of 72-75%, as I said. So where you have to at least focus on 5 key points, okay, 5 dimensions. So what is that? You need to focus on the quality, not quantity. Okay, you have to focus on the quality, not on quantity. 5 well explained points, they should be better than many superficial ones. That means whatever like you are going out of the context, like what is the demand of the question, with respect to that field itself, you have to mention those points. Okay, don't write rubbish things which will not add any marks to you, right? So this is not a school exam, right? So this is UPSC. As you are a civil servant, you had to organize your answer and only put the points which are very relevant and which meets your purpose and helps you in high scoring. So coming to the third part, that is 3, that is 7-5-3, right? So 3-part structure, that is following the IBC formula, nothing other than that. Okay, so in that what you have to do is you have to follow that IBC structure, that formula where you balance and organize your answer for fetching great marks or higher marks, high scoring marks. So here goes the formula: introduction, your body, and your conclusion. So what we can conclude is that good content gets you a chance, good answer writing gets you selected. I'll repeat, good content gets you a chance and good answer writing gets you selected. Thank you so much. That's it for today. All the best.